Good morning and welcome back to my channel where I'm documenting my journey on the OPTAVIA 5-in-1 plan. And if you don't know what OPTAVIA is, it's essentially 5 fuelings a day and 1 lean and green you make at home. And the fuelings come in your monthly OPTAVIA box. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to reach out to me. My information is listed in the description box below. So as you can see, it's in the morning, it's Saturday morning, and you get to see me, my hair not done and no makeup, but I will be fixing that soon. But I wanted to let you know that I'm gonna try something new for my first fueling of the day. So I just made Mike a blueberry bagel with low-fat cream cheese. And I thought to myself, that sounds good. And I have the sweet blueberry biscuit mix. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix it according to package directions. And then I'm gonna put it in my little bagel mold and bake it in the oven. Now, according to the package, if you were to just bake this in the little carafe that it comes in, you would bake it at 350 for 15 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna try. And I will let you know how it turns out. All right, I've got a busy day today. Mike is over and I got my new red umbrella from Temu and I love it. And we're getting our patio ready, although we're supposed to have some bad thunderstorms later, so I'm not sure I will get to enjoy it. But once we get my patio ready, I will definitely show you guys. I'm really happy with the new patio set. It's great. All right, I'm gonna make my blueberry bagel and I will check back with you later.
Toxic. Somehow you're fine with it, even when I'm chaotic. You see the shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do when the flame's going high with my bad patience? I hate it always falls on you. But you know it's not about our love fading. You know it's not about
Well, okay, it is a couple days later and I had to stop videotaping right in the middle of the day because I got really upset. So, what happened? Well, you guys know I was waiting for one of my Mother of the Bride dresses to come in the mail from Temu. And I think I showed you a picture. I'll put it back up here. So I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this dress to arrive. And it did arrive on Saturday in the afternoon. So I ran upstairs to try it on. And it was a little bit too small. The body part fit fine, but the sleeves were a little bit too tight. And I came down and I was all upset about it. And I know I should not do this. I made the mistake of asking Mike if I was fat. And he said yes. And I was like, what? You know, of course I was asking him to make myself feel better. Of course I was. Now, am I skinny? No. I'm about 5'3" and I wear about a size 12. So I'm a little on the chubby side. But I was looking for him to make me feel better. And I could not believe that he said that. Now, Mike has been known to say some dumb things. And if you've been following my channel, you probably know this. I'm going to link this video up here. It's bloopers. I did a Big Mac salad and I had Mike over. This was, oh gosh, probably almost a year ago. And then I also made this dessert and put Mike on camera. Anyway, if you do watch this video, just fast forward to the end, to the bloopers. It's hilarious. But this Saturday, Mike saying something dumb, not so funny. So it threw me into the pit of despair and I could not finish filming. And I decided just to pick it back up on Tuesday, today, when I went back to work. So that is what I'm doing. I'm going to give you a full what I eat in a day. I am just trying to brush off Mike's dumb statement and keep on going and not let it derail me. I have to admit, it did derail me a little bit this weekend. I mean, to the opposite effect, where I didn't want to eat anything. But I suppose if I didn't want to know the answer, I shouldn't have asked the question, right? Right. I just wanted to let you guys know why my video stopped abruptly. Mike did eventually get out of the doghouse. He did a bunch of work around my house and he apologized profusely again and again. So I forgave him. But I did tell him I'm going to start back on the 5-in-1 and I am going to kick some butt. Now, part of my problem with being able to stay on plan is Mike, because he likes to drink wine together. He likes to go out to eat. He wants to go and do stuff and all these things that aren't really conducive with staying on plan. And sometimes I'm strong and sometimes I give in. But I told him in no uncertain terms that I am laying low, I'm doing the plan, and I'm getting this weight off. Anyway, all right, so I am going to head to work. When I get there, I'm going to have the frothy cappuccino drink mix. I like to mix this just with a cup of black coffee. And I have caramel macchiato flavored coffee at the office. So that's what I'm gonna do. You'll see what I have for my second fueling and I should be home for lunch.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the time when everything was easy to learn. Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust, moving on when everything's gone. It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone, I don't know where I'm coming from. It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream. Could it be my imagination running out of steam? All I know is every time I see you, I feel insecure. I'm unable to find the words, how can I be sure? I'm holding on when everything's gone. I've gotta
Well, all right, I made it home for lunch, and you saw what I had for my second fueling. I had the cranberry honey nut granola bar, and that is the only fueling that will not melt in hot temperatures. So that's good to know if you want to keep some in your car or your purse in the summer. But anyway, that's what I had for my second fueling. And then when I got home, I made the cheddar biscuit. I added 1 tablespoon of egg white. And from what I understand, if you are just adding 1 tablespoon of egg white, you don't have to count it. And I added 2.5 tablespoons of water to the mix. And then I have 2 little Dash waffle makers. I have the one that you can change out the discs, and I have this old one, which I probably should have thrown out, but it lost its little top for its light, but it still works. So I was able to make both of my waffles at the same time. And I cooked up 1/3 cup of egg substitute, and that is 1/6 of a leanest. So what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight, I am going to make, I have some of these leftover dried organic spaghetti squash nests. I am gonna boil these and see how much I have. I'm not sure I'm gonna have a full 3 greens worth. But if I don't, I will saute some cherry tomatoes to make up for whatever greens I'm lacking. And I'm going to have 5 ounces of cooked chicken breast over the spaghetti squash and tomatoes. And I am going to top that with 2 tablespoons of Rayo's Alfredo for 1 healthy fat. So I'm also going to use a couple condiments. I'm going to use some spices for the chicken, and I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of Parmesan cheese over the top when it's all said and done. So that left me with 1 condiment for the day. Now, as you know, I was off plan a little bit this weekend, having myself a little pity party. So I'm feeling a little sluggish today. So I decided to try to make an iced coffee. And what I did for this is I used one of my double espressos. I used some ice cubes I had made out of coffee, and 1/2 cup of almond milk, and 1 tablespoon of my Jordan's Skinny Syrup, the salted caramel. Now, 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk is 1/2 condiment, and 1 tablespoon of Jordan's Skinny Syrup is 1/2 condiment. So it makes 1 whole condiment. And as you know, I have an espresso machine. That's what I made the double espresso in. But I also have the Arancino, and it does cold foam. So I put the 1/2 cup of unsweetened almond milk and the 1 tablespoon of Jordan's Skinny Syrup in the Arancino on cold foam, and I topped it and mixed it all up. And I got these cute cups. Again, I've been addicted to Temu, but I got a set of 4 of these for like $6, and they're really cool. Although I didn't have enough coffee ice cubes. I could use a little bit more ice, but anyway, a 1 condiment beverage, and it's delicious and just the pick-me-up that I need. So I'm gonna head back to work, and you'll see what I have for my 4th fueling. And like I said, I'm gonna make the chicken Alfredo with the dried spaghetti squash tonight for my lean and green. And I hope I have enough. I did find it on Amazon, and I will link that down below in the description box. I know that Whole Foods is part of Amazon, so I just looked today to see, and they have the Soley, S-O-L-E-Y, I think, dried spaghetti squash, and it was same-day delivery, but it might not get here until 10 o'clock. So if it does get here in time, I will definitely have enough spaghetti squash. But if it doesn't, then I will just have to measure this out. And I'm not really sure what weight I'm looking for when you're talking about making the dried spaghetti squash, because all I could find was cooked from fresh. So I'm gonna measure it out. I'm gonna cook it and then 3 greens would be 1.5 cups. So that is probably what I'll do. I'll see what I'm dealing with and then make it up with some cherry tomatoes or maybe some broccoli if I'm really short. So anyway, that is my plan. I'm gonna head back to work and I'm gonna sip on my iced coffee, and I will see you when I get home.
Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. Back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same. We'll try tonight, but this time we're not safe and sound. Not safe and sound. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? Yeah. What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me? What if I'm no good for you? What if you're no good for me?
Well, all right. So you've already seen a big part of my evening tonight. I got home from work and took a walk outside, so that was good. And then I came back and I made my lean and green. I did the dried spaghetti squash. I just put that in boiling water. It said to boil it for about 5 minutes, but the nests really hadn't separated yet, so I ended up doing it for more like 10 minutes. And then I measured out 5 ounces of my cooked chicken breast, put my 2 tablespoons of Rayo's Alfredo on there. I ended up only having 1 cup worth of the spaghetti squash. So for my third green, I had a 1/2 cup of cooked broccoli. And I threw it all in there with the Rayo's and a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese, and it was absolutely delicious. So I have a little unboxing. I had a small order because I was out of my favorite shakes and starting to run low on some bars. So I'll just do a quick mini unboxing for you guys. The first thing I got was the cinnamon roll cake mix. So I just made one the other day, and I just put it in my mini dash griddle, and it turned out delicious. So I got another box. And then, let's see, I got the caramel macchiato shake. I ended up getting actually 2 boxes of that shake. And like I've said before, I try to have at least 2 of my 5 fuelings a day soy-free. And the caramel macchiato shake is soy-free. And then also, the peanut butter shake is also soy-free. And I was out of that. I was out of both the caramel macchiato and the peanut butter. And I got 2 boxes of that as well. And then I got a couple bars. So let's see, what did I get here? So I got the creamy double peanut butter crisp bar. I had inherited a ton of these from my daughter, but my supplies were finally dwindling, so I restocked. And then I have not tried this bar before. It's the Raisin Oat Cinnamon Crisp Bar. And, you know, sometimes I just want to get away from the chocolate. And so I'm hoping this is good. I've had the Frosted Cinnamon Bar, and I like that. I have not tried this Raisin Oat Cinnamon Bar, but it should be good, I would think. And then, last but not least, I was completely out of my vanilla shake. And these are not soy-free, unfortunately, but I just love them. And lately, I have loved making them into soft serve. And then if I have a condiment left over, drizzling some of my Jordan Skinny syrup, the salted caramel. You put that in there with the soft serve vanilla shake, and it is so good. And as a matter of fact, I think for my last fueling of the day, I am gonna make the creamy vanilla shake soft serve style. Now, I don't have any condiments left, or else I would put that skinny syrup on there, but I think it's good just plain as well. So that is what I'm gonna have for my last fueling. So I got back on track today after kind of a rough weekend, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not mad at Mike anymore. He is very, very, very sorry. I'm just gonna put that all behind me and move on, and I'm just gonna start plugging away and just following the plan, because I know it will work if I can stick to it. And if that means staying home for a little bit and not going to certain events, then that's what I've got to do. The next big thing I have going on this summer is Mike's 60th birthday, and we are going to Niagara Falls for a couple of nights. But I have a solid 3 weeks before we're leaving for that, so I'm gonna stay on plan. Okay, so I'm gonna put away these fuelings and make my vanilla shake for my last fueling of the day. If you like this video, please like it below and subscribe to my channel. And tick that notification bell so you are alerted every time I upload a new video. All right, guys, I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will see you next time.